What up, everyone? Welcome back to Blade Bias. In the week before Blade Show, I figured since all the coverage on the channel is going to be ballad songs for a while, stuff I try at Blade Show, stuff that I try from Ty's collection. I have an Amazon ballad coming in. Don't try and guess what it is. You guys probably don't know what it is. It's not from any of the like Marcola or anything. Figured before all that happens, I'd take the time to talk about some things that I want to talk about. Because that's what Blade Bias is supposed to be. Now, don't worry, I'm not going to go into the realm of conspiracy theory, talking about things that I have no business talking about things that I know absolutely nothing about, and just saying stupid, ignorant things about them, just for the hope of getting reactions out of people. Excuse me. Not going to do any of that. Today we're going to talk about Overwatch 2, because while my love for ballad songs is great, my love for tech comes second, and my love for video games comes third. I've been a gamer my whole life, and it's how I communicate with friends, spend time with friends, spend time alone, etc. And this week, we lost a brave soldier. I've played Overwatch for a while now. I joined after Sombra was released back in, 2016 maybe, and quit around Sigma/Echo, but then came back for Overwatch 2. And in the last semester, or the last year or so since Overwatch 2 came out, my friend and I, on the weekends, if we both have time, go to the lounge and we play Overwatch 2 together. Or we play Valorant, but mostly Overwatch 2. And it's a game that I really enjoy, a game that I'm quite into, watch a lot of the videos for, etc. Now, Overwatch 2, I'm going to tell you a little story really quick, is a game that hasn't had a lot of content. All the content creators and community has been a little fed up with how little they've been putting out for it being a live service game. It's not neglected by any means, but it's certainly not given the same attention that things like Apex or Fortnite are, which are unfortunately what they're competing with in the free-to-play market. But they showed us back in 2019 a vision of what Overwatch 2 was truly supposed to be. PvE. A huge campaign. Talent trees. Upgrading your character. Progression. It looked incredible. And the whole community was excited for it, myself included. And then they released PvP for Overwatch 2 a little early. And it fell flat. For a sequel, adding 3 characters and a couple balance changes, a lot of people were saying it was Overwatch 1.5. I think Video Game Donkey even said 1.1. Overwatch 1.1. I didn't think it was fair at the time because the game was fun, but, we got PvE coming out. And then the changes became less frequent. Communication less frequent. Content less frequent. And the content that was coming out felt forced in some ways, Not all of the beautiful things that we kind of were hoping for. In fact, one of the characters that they made is going to be reworked the season after they came out. They just are undertuned and not great. But it's okay, because all the resources are going to PvE, right? It's going to be awesome. We just have to get through this content drought, and then we'll get to PvE. That's literally what people were saying. They were okay with the content drought because PvE was coming. Till this past week, Blizzard announced that PvE, the way that they announced it, wasn't happening anymore. No talent trees, no progression system, no replayable missions to upgrade your character. No, they were going to move to releasing story-based missions on a seasonal system like the old archive missions. Getting rid of any of the replayability, upgradability, any of it that it would have had. And not only does this make me mad for multiple reasons, like what have they been doing for 3.5 years? Why did the game feel so barren if they weren't working on PvP in the background? But it makes me mad because they made this decision 1.5 years ago. Overwatch 2 came out less than a year ago. What is the point of calling it Overwatch 2 if it was nothing but a glorified balance update? There's no sequel there. There's no PvE. The PvP changes were lackluster. Although good, I vastly prefer 5v5. It's just like, there's no sequel to be had there. Where did it come from? Where did it go? Why is your name not Cotton Eye Joe? How could they make the decision and then still have the gall to put 2 on the end of the game and still say, oh, PvE is coming out next year. Don't worry, it's still happening. And then just release like this borderline, like, it's so annoying. And the move, it was supposed to, it's annoying for so many other reasons, because it was supposed to be a big release. Oh, as soon as it releases, you have like a 20-hour campaign you can play through. But now it's just going to be story missions released like every other season. I've heard some people comparing it to, like, imagine watching a Netflix show, but the Netflix show only releases a new episode every month and a half. As soon as one of those episodes is bad, everyone is going to forget about that show because the wait wasn't worth it and no one cares anymore. In fact, getting into that show is already going to be pretty difficult. But you can't go back and watch them because they're the episode's only available for a week after it comes out. Or more accurately, in this case, like a month or two. But supposedly they're locked to seasons. And it's like, it's so annoying. The whole community feels lied to and abandoned. And for good reason. I mean, I get that it's not the devs' fault. I don't want to rag on the devs because it's probably some executive who just wants to make money that made the decision. But, like, still, the fact that they're all on Twitter playing damage control, like, oh, I'm so excited for the things that I'm working on. You guys will love it. It's like, you guys have been lying to us for, like, months now. You guys have been supposedly putting resources towards PvE, and now we're going to never see any of it. So, like, the fact that it's been lackluster content, you have no excuse for that now. Where's the content been? Why has everything not been good? Their biggest event, Starwatch, which happened like a month ago, I want to say, it was like PvP with like a PvE element because like one of the teams had like a bot on their team, essentially. I didn't even go back for that. I wasn't interested. It wasn't that cool. It was, I'll play it for a day and then never think about it again. And that's what the new campaign is going to be. And it's just so annoying. So I won't be playing Overwatch 2 anymore. Simply because I don't want to support a team that's going to lie to us like that. And I feel bad that I bought a battle pass last season, but I thought I was putting my support into a team that was going to deliver PvE. It was going to be great. I don't know. It's just really annoying. A lot of the streamers in the community have been talking about leaving. It feels like Overwatch is going to suffer a very long, drawn-out death, but that this is the beginning. And it's just sad as someone who's played for so long and enjoyed the game as much as I have. So, yeah. Thanks for listening to me rant. I know it's stupid. I'm a privileged gamer. I've had a lot of games come out that have been super hype. Metroid. Pokemon just had one of its better releases. Hell, I've been playing a game on stream called Crab Champions. So it's not like I'm starving or anything, but it's just sad when something you love goes so horribly wrong like that, especially in such a spectacular way that there's big YouTubers like Moist Critical and Ludwig talking about it. And Charlie plays Overwatch, but Ludwig hasn't. So yeah, if you made it this far, thanks for listening to me rant. We'll get back to ballad songs soonish. I'll cover the news soonish. But I think I might take one more video to talk about what I want to talk about, and then we'll get back into it. So thank you all for watching. And I'll see you in the next one. Any Overwatch fans, sorry guys. Later.